So, and another thing I wanted to ask with the name Fabian Hustles, who came up with that name?
It's actually me and my mom, because I saw my mom as a hustler because she had three jobs. Say three jobs. She had her small business, she had her regular job, and she had her kids, me and my brother.
Okay.
And I told her, "Hey, mom, you're a hustler. You do all these stuff, and it's like you find time to manage with your kids."
Right.
And then she told me, "Hey, you're a hustler too because you help your brother, you do your homework, you go to school, you go to soccer, you do so many things,
Right.
and you're a hustler too." And
Right.
then I said, I like that name, Hustles, and that's
Okay.
how I became Fabian Hustles.
That is awesome.
Thank
We're gonna
you.
go inside and check out the pop up. And are you hosting this pop up?
Yes, I am actually.
Okay. So is this your first event that you've hosted?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. So how have you liked hosting events so far?
The process is really hard. It's like a roller coaster. You have ups and downs, but as soon as you get through that rough part, it's a sweet ride.
Okay. So we have an incredible young entrepreneur here, Fabian. He'll introduce himself and let everybody know exactly what he does.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Fabian. I'm the owner of Fabian Hustles, and I make custom homemade crayons made for kids to have learn their colors, numbers, shapes, and letters in a fun way, but most importantly to express their creativity. And it also works with adults. When they color with my crayons, they makes their brain stop overthinking and makes their brain relax. But the most important thing about all of these crayons is that it helps bring the family and friends together.
All right. That is incredible. So what is your age? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm 11 years old.
All right. And when did you start this brand?
I started around 2 years ago in October.
Okay. And I don't know, what is your vision for where you want to take the brand to? Okay, so what is your overall vision? If you were looking 5 years from now,
Yes.
where would you want the brand to be if everything went how you wanted it? Is it something you want to own forever, or is it something kind of you're looking to do something else in the future?
Well, once I hit the age of 13, I would like to plan the idea of my product to be different, which will be merch.
Okay, for sure. So when we're talking about merch, we're talking about hoodies,
Yes.
shirts, socks,
Shorts.
joggers, suits, all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
right? Okay, for sure. And then still have like the crayons for the kids and stuff like that.
Yes.
Wow, that's awesome. So since you do the crayons, did you always love using crayons? That's something that you always were into?
Actually, yes, even though I'm not the best drawer, I used to love coloring with my family and friends.
Okay, for sure. And is this idea something you came up with by yourself, or this was something you came up with like a group of people?
Actually, I'm going to tell you the story.
Okay.
So what happened is my brother had 2 big jars of broken crayons,
Okay.
and my parents were going to throw it away, but then
Okay.
I told them, "Hey, what if we can recycle that?" And then we looked on the internet, we looked on videos, we looked on tutorials, and that's how the crayon became one of my incomes.
Wow, that is awesome. So, and another thing I wanted to ask with the name Fabian Hustles, who came up with that name?
It's actually me and my mom, because I saw my mom as a hustler because she had 3 jobs. Say 3 jobs. She had her small business, she had her regular job, and she had her kids, me and my brother.
Okay.
And I told her, "Hey, mom, you're a hustler. You do all these stuff, and it's like you find time to manage with your kids."
Right.
And then she told me, "Hey, you're a hustler too because you help your brother, you do your homework, you go to school, you go to soccer, you do so many things,
Right.
and you're a hustler too." And
Right.
then I said, I like that name, Hustles, and that's how I
Okay.
became Fabian Hustles.
That is awesome. So, if you could just let the world know where to find you and how to find you, if they want to pick up your products, how to communicate with you.
Yes. So how to communicate me is you can DM me at Fabian_Hustles, and you can also find me at Pretty Little Poppy Marketplace.
And that's on Instagram, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we have a podcast that's separate from the Champions Playbook media marketing and production firm called Brands Experts Podcast, where brands market their expertise. We would love to have you on there representing Fabian Hustles if you would like to. Have you ever done a podcast before?
Yes.
You have? What podcast were you on?
I was on One Life Podcast.
Okay, I know about that one. So we would like you to invite you on to talk about your brand.
Mhm.
Right, it's really, it's a really unique space where you get to market your brand and the areas of your brand that you have expertise.
Okay.
If you would be interested in that.
I would love to be interested.
Awesome.
Just give me time and date and when.
Okay, for sure. So we look forward to that. We love what you're doing.
Thank
We're gonna
you.
go inside and check out the pop up. And are you hosting this pop up?
Yes, I am actually.
Okay. So is this your first event that you've hosted?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. So how have you liked hosting an event so far?
The process is really hard. It's like a roller coaster. You have ups and downs, but as soon as you get through that rough part, it's a sweet ride.
Okay, for sure. So I mean, just to let you know, event income and just events period are going to be one of the biggest places to generate revenue because so many
Yeah.
brands and businesses need events to grow their brands and things like that. And with you having a space to accomplish that, I mean, it's nothing but up from there. So we want to congratulate you on hosting your first event. Nothing but continued success. We want to let anybody that's into business and entrepreneurship check him out, check his brand out, check his page out. Name of the page one more time.
It's at Fabian Hustles in Instagram.
For sure. So we're gonna go inside Pretty Little Poppy Marketplace. We're gonna check out the event that you have hosted.
Yes.
And yeah, this is gonna be on the Champions Playbook on Instagram, and it's also gonna be on the website. So everybody's gonna be able to see it, and it's gonna be on the Champions Playbook on YouTube. So we're gonna have all his links under the video. So make sure you check out the links, you check everything out, and support him and what he's doing because he's doing so many incredible things.
Thank you.
Great and an honor to meet you. I want you to continue to do incredible things and be a winner and champion in not just life, but in everything that you do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. All right. Fabian Hustles, first event, Pretty Little Poppy, collaboration. Nothing but up from here.
Yes.
So we're back here with Fabian Hustles,
Hello, everyone.
And we're on the inside of his pop-up, so he's gonna break down more of the pop-up and the banner right here and the creative behind the banner and exactly what's going on with the event.
So the creative behind it, why it says good vibes, because after every video, I say good vibes. Like a signal saying goodbye, it's also similar to good vibes. So I love to say good vibes instead of goodbye. And that's why it's good vibes right here. There's my logo. It's my first annual pop-up.
Okay, for sure. So with Fabian Hustles presents first annual pop-up, Good Vibes. Is Good Vibes events something you would like to continue as far as with the Good Vibes, kind of the branding and the things behind it? Like, could you, are you going to be doing Good Vibes Part 2, Part 3, Part 4?
Yeah, I would love to do that. Like, in the future, I would love to do that because Good Vibes is kind of like my thing.
Okay. And is this limited to any areas? Could you see yourself doing a Good Vibes event in Los Angeles, and San Diego?
Oh, yeah, I can picture that. I can, like, rebrand in different locations where people, maybe not here, all my fans are here. Maybe they're in Los Angeles, Japan, wherever.
Okay. For sure. So this is really great that you do this. And, with the Good Vibes movement, it'll be something that if people kind of go to your Instagram, you'll be able to tell them more about it.
Yes.
Okay, for sure. So make sure you go to his social media. You'll see it right here. If you can spell it out for the people that are just want to type it in right now.
It's Fabian_Hustles. That's my Instagram, at Fabian_Hustles.
Okay. So make sure you search that. Check that out. He's doing it big on Instagram right here in the Lancaster and Palmdale area.
Yes.
But he's not limited. He's going to take this all around the globe.
Yes.
So I'm glad to see his first pop-up. You see the balloons. And did you have any input with these balloons, the colors and things like that?
Actually, yes. Me and my grandma made it because she usually helped me with the balloons. Wow. Which is one of my incomes. That's
awesome. So shout out to Grandma. Do we know her grandma's name?
Nina.
Grandma Nina. Shout out to her for kind of helping him kind of continue to do what he's doing. It's really incredible. And now we want to kind of go on the inside and check out the incredible vendors that you do have.
Yes, that'll be amazing.
All right.
Because they're all talented and amazing.
Cool. Let's do it. All right.